Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
Those who know Patricia Kane, or PK as she is affectionately known, won't be shocked to learn that she was a majorette in college. After all, her dance moves are famous. She can twirl, juggle, and toss several problems at the same time. And she is, without question, the leader of her very own band. But don't think in terms of Mick and Keith, or George, Paul, John, and Ringo. Think Wally and Taekwon, Richard, Savon, and Monique, Juliana, and David. These are the kids of New Jersey Mentor. These are Patricia's band. And like any band, this leader keeps her members in check when things get out of hand, even at 2 a.m., especially at 2 a.m. Patricia has been known to jump out of bed, throw on her house slippers, and tear through a town to find a missing kid. One night, she searched every train stopping at a nearby station. She had heard some of her girls might be on board. Patricia usually has a sense of where they are. She knows their habits. She understands their vulnerabilities. Thankfully, chasing down kids is something she has had to do less and less over the last few years, a sign of her hard work and the respect she has earned from both kids and colleagues. She wants everyone who comes into one of New Jersey Mentor's homes to like being there. She wants them to know it's a place where they will be safe, where they can flourish. I tell them, I'm invested in you, and you're going to love being a part of us. Patricia came to human services work quite by accident. As a student at the University of Alabama, she spotted 3 kids breaking into a house near campus. She warned the residents inside, only to learn that it was a group home. She impressed the people working there, and they offered her a job on the spot. Her law school plans were abandoned. She arrived at New Jersey Mentor in 2008 with the goal of providing high-quality services to more youth through the specialty bed program. 7 group homes serving 30 clients with complex medical and behavioral needs. Patricia started by tossing out the old policies and procedures. It was time to begin anew. She challenged her staff to create nurturing, supportive environments for the kids. She built a network of community supports, reaching out to anyone who would speak with her. Ministers, case managers, neighbors, teachers, they were all brought into her web. Finally, she empowered the young people in her care by developing a youth leadership group. Together, they created a safe place to share concerns and to celebrate victories. The results were staggering. By late 2009, child after child was reunited with his or her family. Those who didn't have that option were found loving host homes. Multiple adoptions resulted from her dogged efforts. Very rarely did one of her kids move to a higher level of care. She is a force of nature. She just makes things happen, says Patty McGuire, Vice President of Operations. In fact, nature itself is cowed in her presence. When Patricia met Hurricane Irene in late August, it is my understanding that it was Irene that backed down. Patricia directed a command post that ensured homes had supplies and every consumer had a safe place to live. Dozens were moved to hotels. Damaged houses were quickly restored to our organization's high standards. Everyone made it home. At the end of the day, that's what drives Patricia. Her mission is to find everyone a home, a good, loving, nurturing home. Take the case of Lori, a gang member with a string of incarcerations. The placing agency had written her off. They recommended a transfer to juvenile detention. Patricia said, no way. She blocked the discharge. Instead, she showed up each and every night to work with this young woman. Therapeutic supports were identified. A breakthrough occurred. The problem was complex and simple at the same time. This young woman wanted a family to call her own. Patricia's response, we will find her one. And she did. I have a huge heart, confesses Patricia. She's not boasting, she's explaining. Her capacity to work on behalf of those cast aside by society comes from the ridiculously enormous dimensions of her feelings for these kids. She believes that good deeds are contagious. I have met few people with the perseverance that PK has, offers Quality Assurance Director Kathleen Smith. That and so many other qualities inspired her promotion to New Jersey's Mentor Director of Operations. She makes miracles happen, says Kathleen. Just ask the members of her band, the kids I mentioned earlier. They'll tell you about the dance-off she hosts. They'll laugh at her version of the Dougie. They'll tell you about the dinners she eats at each and every house every month. They'll roll their eyes at her love of fried bologna. Most impressive, they'll tell you this. Because we knew her, our lives changed. They sent that statement to the Ripple of Hope Award Selection Committee with their names signed below. Patricia, for your special brand of magic, which we know is really the fruit of hard work and dedication, for your deep love of children and your desire to see them nurtured in loving homes, and for your indomitable spirit, a spirit that inspires your colleagues and consumers alike. I am proud to present you with the Ripple of Hope Award.